Check in on the Bake Show. All signs point to him returning to Tampa Bay. Florio floating out the Bake Show will be in the $30 to $35 million range. Josh
he's
pulled
take
up.
a discount.
I think that's fair. Other QBs in that salary tier with the Bake Show. Carr, Cousins, who's about to get paid again, and Goff.
It's a tad misleading.
Yeah, I think this
not
is
really
misleading.
At all.
Goff's about to get a
Goff,
new deal.
right.
Cousins is about to. Makes $0 now.
Okay.
And the Carr's one is fair.
Okay. Someone put a mic on Josh. He gave me this. He said he liked it.
Well,
Do you like the deal for Baker and the Bucs? I think it's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is
It's last year. Thank
a
you.
touch less than if he was trying to press for the most money possible. I think you get a little more than this, because
Could he get 40?
well, here's the franchise tag's right above 36. And that's typically where negotiations start, because it's like, okay, I won't take it. You're going to franchise me, right? And so I think he's going to end at 3 years, 100, $65 million guaranteed, which is right there. And so I think that is, if the question is he worth that, which is right in this range? I say unequivocally yes. Yeah. And I don't think he's only worth that to Tampa. I do understand. I think Tampa's the best for him,
right?
Potentially, but I really mean this, and this is not a Mac Jones thing. But if I were the Patriots, and I would be, and I'm not, how the new front office there works. I would really be pounding the phones to try to figure out, okay, who does want to trade up for 3? What would they give us? How far back would we have to go? You know what I mean? And could we turn the 3rd overall pick into 2, by trading from 3 to 6 to 8, whatever, could we turn it into multiple ones, take a tackle, whether it's Fuaga or Alt, and then have Baker come in and stabilize? That, to me, for the Patriots would be worth the money, because you have the money. But someone absolutely should give him this money, Brew. Somebody.
Yeah, that's fine. That range is fine. Baker answered a lot of questions last year. I'll give him credit. Mm-hmm. He had to come back. He showed he matured, right? He had to come back from football hell for a while where he was at. And Evans wants him back. They got a nice relationship there on the field. And he did what he did last year without a running game. Like, if they can improve, we know that's been their problem for several years.
I don't know why they don't want to run the ball. Or
run the ball. Yeah, they can. If they can improve it a little, last year they were last in the league in yards per carry, then you would think he'd be even better. So, yeah, that money is fair. What I would rather it be, as you said, 3 years. I'm not ready to lock in Baker for 4 or 5 years if I'm Tampa Bay or any team yet, because he did struggle the last few years. But 3 years. Let's see what he does. I believe it. And they got a good backup, Kyle Trask, if something happens. So, yeah, I like him in Tampa.
That's a great point.
Are you open to what I'm saying at all?
I like the Bake Show. I just do not see it happening. I feel like he 100% wants to stay in Tampa Bay. I feel like Tampa Bay's front office 100% wants to keep him. So it's weird. It's like, go out and find another offer. He's like, I don't really want to. And I don't think the Patriots would actually do it. I think we're either sticking with Mac Jones, who did make the Pro Bowl, or drafting somebody. What? Did he not?
Not this year or last year.
How about the year? How about his rookie year?
I think Baker might have made that year's Pro Bowl as well.
3 great quarterbacks.
And to be clear, it's just the Patriots are in a weird spot, because let's say they love Caleb, they know he's not going to be there, and they love Drake May, but they don't believe in Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean? There's a possibility the Patriots like a quarterback who could be there at 3, but also might not be there at 3, and then what do? You draft him?
Stay with Mac Jones. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Stay with Mac Jones. You have a franchise quarterback. Put some pieces around him.
Wilds.
Well, look, I'll give you that.
You see Warren Sharp's tweet? You see Warren Sharp's tweet about it?
And you whiff entirely. And now you are in a spot where you should be the meat of Josh Allen's prime, and instead of adding, you're subtracting. And that is a painful place to be. And so I'm not surprised the Bills are cleaning house, because I have Spot Rack Premium, and I study this. And
I didn't know there was a premium.
Premium, yeah, $62 a year. It's about $60 I spend every year. Yeah, you can see it coming. And so they accepted it, and you made fun of me, but it's true. The Von Miller contract is killing them. Mm-hmm. And even though he took a little less money yesterday, Brew, and so this is what you got to do in order to be cap compliant by March 13th, unless you wanted to borrow even more heavily and then really have to tear it down. And this was only a halfway tear down.
Yeah, Poyer, you hate to see him go. He's a very good player. Tre'Davious White is great, but he played 10 games the last 2 years.
Yep.
Only played 11 the year before that. So he really hasn't been healthy in like the last 3 years. So you see him go, even though he's a big name. So, it's Nick's right about what they had to do. I want to get to your next question.
Well, hold on. Before we get to the next question, can I just then show you one thing real quick? Because we do have the tail of the tape now, because all the ballots are in on the Babe Ruth trade of the NFL. Because Trey White was the last piece remaining from what the Bills got for trading the greatest player to ever play. So let's just see how it worked out for him. At least in the Babe Ruth trade, they were, Henry Frazee was able to produce No Nanette, the Broadway play he was trying to finance with his $125,000.
Wasn't it like
That's
85
a disaster.
years before they won?
Yes, that though they have no players left from it. They won nothing during it, and the Chiefs have 8 years left of Mahomes' deal and have already won 3 Super Bowls. It's a pretty tough pill to swallow. It's a pretty tough pill to swallow. Go ahead.
I think it'd be
Ross.
nicer to the Bills.
What do you mean? Because they
Even if they
really?
had all those players,
Were
they
Yankees
still
nice
lost
to the
out
Red
on
Sox
Patrick
after for 100 years? No.
Not really until
No.
Mariano Rivera
Yeah, exactly.
gave up the lead. Odds to win the AFC. KC's at 1. That's no surprise. Baltimore's at 2. Bills still at 3. Joe Burrow and the Bengals at 4. Then it's the Dolphins with their sweet, sweet uniform.
That's a social media
at
thing.
5.
He loves the turquoise.
He always loves the Dolphins.
I like the Dolphins.
He likes the Dolphin
Really?
when he wears a helmet.
Okay.
Is the Bills' Super Bowl window still open, bro?
Yeah, it's going to be open as long as Josh Allen is in his prime. Now, the problem that Buffalo and Allen have is the same problem that Lamar and Joe Burrow and C.J. Stroud and Justin Herbert and all these guys have, is that Mahomes is there. Now, he's not going to win it every year, so one of them's got to get it in a year he doesn't win it. But they're going to be what they have been the last several years, which is one of those. I'm not picking them to win the AFC, but they can win 10, 11 games, maybe more, and be in the hunt of the group chasing Kansas City. Because here's the thing, Nick. Offensively, most of these, other than the center, most of the guys they release on the defensive side of the ball. All right, they still got Stephon Diggs. We'll see if that ends up being the case. We'll see what happens with Gabe Davis. But Shakir looks like he's going to be pretty good. James Cook. Like all their offensive guys that made them move last year are still there, and they may go out and get somebody else. All right. Defensively, and I think this is probably part of why they did what they did yesterday, they're looking at it like Matt Milano missed 12 games. Trey White, I said, missed 13. Rasul Douglas missed 11. Daquan Jones missed 10. And we still had the 4th best defense in the league in terms of points allowed. So I think defensively, Nick, they're still going to be good. And then offensively, they're kind of similar to what they are. So they'll still be in the hunt.
Okay. Other than Josh Allen, is there a single great player on the Bills?
You don't think Stefan's great?
I don't know if he still is. I know
Milano.
Milano coming off the injury. I don't know
assuming he's back to what he was.
I mean, that's a tough age, tough position coming off that injury. I think he was.
Right.
So Milano maybe. Diggs was like the 45th best receiver in the league for the final 3 months.
But Diggs possibly. I mean, he's still,